All right, so we're going to build a circuit that uses the original potentiometer circuit, and then we're going to add in one of our original LED circuits with a 220 ohm resistor, which is the red, black, brown resistor, and that's our 220 ohm. If you can see that on the there, so we have red, black, brown resistor. So that's our 220 ohm. Oh, sorry about the camera there. And then we have the red LED. So to start with, we're going to build that original potentiometer circuit. We're just going to put the potentiometer in our board like so, with those 3 pins showing. Remember, the outside is positive and negative, or negative and positive, and that center lead is our signal lead. So we're just going to go ahead and stick some leads in here using some wires. Again, all we need here with this whole entire project is just the LED resistor, some jumpers, our potentiometer 10K, and then our board here. So first, we're going to stick that end in to the rails here. You know what? Let's use some smaller ones here. Use the red for red and the black for black. And so I'm just building that circuit right there. One of the outside terminals or legs goes to black, and one of the outside terminals goes to red. And then I'm going to end up having a positive and negative here. I'm going to stick those in. On the long leg, or the positive leg, I'm going to stick the resistor with that, just like that. So the resistor's in that lead. I'm going to go over here to some random spot, stick it in there. So long leg with the resistor, LED in, and then we're going to have to also take a ground wire and ground this other side to our ground here. And then we're going to have to take this circuit and actually hook it up to the Arduino board. So first we have to actually get some positives and negatives going here on the rails. And so we'll go 5 volts positive and ground on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and do the ground rail because I just plugged it into the ground there. I'm going to say ground here. And then I'm going to take a positive right next to that is 5 volts positive. Put there and charge my positive rails and ground rails with 5 volts and the ground. All right, so now we have that connected up to our positive rails. And then we are going to grab another lead here. And one just like before. One lead from the center pin on our potentiometer goes into A0, analog 0. And then one lead, we're going to take pin PWM, pin 9 on the board, and plug that into the pin 8, 9. That goes to the resistor. All right. Oh, there we go. So now we have a pin 9 going to resistor, going to long leg on the LED, short leg on the LED to our negative. And then same here, positive and negative on the potentiometer, and center lead goes into A0. So that's our simple circuit. Take a quick look at it. And we're going to go over and program some code for this.